Today we're going to talk about preparedness and what my preparedness system looks like in my vehicle and what I have at my disposal should anything arise out of nowhere and I need to make it home, because that is the scope of my my vehicle preparedness. I don't do any of that overlanding stuff or anything like that, though I do think that this vehicle is capable of long distance traveling, and we'll get into that, but mine's more focused on what do I have on hand to get home safely and effectively to protect myself and my family at our abode. So anyways, let's get into it. So the first thing we'll do is we'll talk about the vehicle itself. I drive on a daily basis a Suburban. It is a Chevy Suburban LTZ. It has four-wheel drive and two-wheel drive capability. It is a boat. It's a very large, very heavy vehicle. It has the extended capacity fuel tank. So it stores 40 gallons of fuel, I do believe. The standard is 30.1, but this does have the upgraded larger tank with 40 gallons in it. As a part of my everyday preparedness, I do keep the tank full. I never let it drop below a quarter of a tank empty. The reason I chose this was because of its fuel capacity, its storage capacity, and its seating capacity. I do have 3 kids, so that is something that I do have to think about, and being able to fit all of those kids comfortably, even though we mostly use the vans for that sort of stuff. Alright, before we get into what the vehicle carries for me, let's talk about what I carry on my person and in my EDC bag every day, which ultimately ends up in the vehicle with me at all times, every single day. So, first and foremost, my EDC pistol. This is one of 2 pistols I carry with me. One of 2, meaning one or the other, not both. But this is a SIG 365 XL with a Holosun and a TLR7. Nice, very compact, yet very manageable pistol. Loaded. Moving inside of the bag, we'll start in the front. And also keep in mind, this is what I use for everyday purposes. In front, nothing special. I've got keys, I've got Sharpies, pens, little notebooks. I've got some business credit cards that I carry with me, a lighter, spare keys to my other vehicle. In the side pouches, this one, I carry 2 rechargeable battery packs. They're just quick, easy to use battery packs to charge equipment. This one, I just carry a water bottle. I don't have one in there currently. Top pouch, generally empty unless I throw my keys or something else in there. The front pouch, the main compartment, pretty much balls empty, and there is a good reason for that. I like to have space to where if I wanted to, I could put my one of my small more capable rifles in there, like the Honey Badger at home I just did a video for. Fits in here really nicely, and I do carry that with me on longer trips. In the back, a small everyday medical kit. Nothing special in here, just for everyday boo-boos. I do have some Quick Clot and stuff like that, but it's mainly for just everyday cuts and bruises. Then here I have a Swiss Tech battery pack, which is a much better battery pack. It's got solar capabilities, very nice battery pack. And then in this pouch right here, I keep 2 additional fully loaded magazines for whatever pistol I'm carrying, and in this case it's the 365 XL. And then this back panel, I usually have my laptop in there. Also, for a quick disclaimer, it is balmy out today in Michigan. My hands are very cold, so if I'm talking funny, it's because I am cold. Alright, moving to the interior of the vehicle, we'll go front to back. So in the glove box, I honestly don't keep anything in the glove box worth mentioning other than just registration and stuff. And a pair of gloves are in there, glove box. Up front, other than delicious soda, I keep snacks in there. Don't shame me. In the glove box, we get a little more useful in the glove box up front. I do try to, at all times, keep a full pack of water in here. I've got my spare hat as well as some snacks in there as well. I do keep a small knife in here also, and something to charge my phone while on the go. So moving into the back, the first set of captain chairs in the back. I don't really keep much of anything in here either. In the back here, I do keep a water bottle, but this is really the main thing I keep back here, and it's easy to access. Just rip it off and pull that out as well. And then this is the main first aid kit for the vehicle. So the main first aid kit breaks down as such. This is for more severe wounds. I've got just some basic stop bleed in here, as well as some medical clot in here. I've also have some bandages in here as well as some pretty serious gauze. Back here, just got some more gauze pad. This is a combi pad. I've got some tape. I have a tourniquet and a pair of gloves. Actually, I think there's like 4 pairs of gloves in there. Alright, moving over here, you've got some more minor things broken down in different baggies. You've got some different size bandages, some more gauze as well, an ice pack back here, and then a triangle bandage. And then rolling it up over here, I have a flashlight, because you never know if you're going to need to apply medical gear in the dark, especially if you're in a vehicle, you may be driving at night. And then in here, I have a large wrap. And that is it for the vehicle's safety equipment. One that never leaves in a bag, it is always in the vehicle. Alright, so first up is just a simple jump pack. It also has a air compressor as well, so I can inflate tires if necessary, and jump batteries if necessary. I do also have a general set of cables, but we'll see that under the deck here. Next is this small pack. This consists of more medical supplies as well as some warmth. This is sort of like a quick grab bag. And then in the back here, just a generic little flashlight. Another first aid kit. And this first aid kit is a little more diversified, but it does have similar things. This one's more for like a severe accident. And then running in the back, we've got just a basic notepad with a marker and a, why am I drawing a blank on this? You guys know what this is, right? A poncho, yeah, because I have 2 more smaller ponchos. Jeez, couldn't remember what a poncho was. That's pretty bad, right? So that's all that is in the main compartment of this bag. It's pretty simple. Alright, moving on from there to the right here, I like to keep jackets in the vehicle. You know, windbreaker jacket as well. It's like a full-fledged winter coat. Most people, including myself, I'll wear a hoodie and maybe like a puffy jacket over top of that. When I'm going out, I won't really wear something super warm. So it's nice to keep this in the vehicle in case I ever do have to dismount from it for an extended period of time in the cold. I also carry a pair of boots in the vehicle. These ones are pretty worn down. I don't like to keep super expensive boots in here just in case I do get broken into. This is a lot of spare kit. Alright, moving on. In this really old 511 bag, I consider this the stay warm, stay dry bag. So I just really store a whole lot of nothing but warm weather gear. I know what I have in here in the front. So in the front, oh, something fell down there. I just keep the hand warmers and body warmers in there. I like to keep them pressed away in here. Other than that, I keep the front of this empty. And then in the back here, I keep nothing but warm weather clothes in here. So, spare hat, gloves, polar gloves, balaclava, spare pair of wool socks, another type of neck gaiter, another poncho, and a dry bag. And a dry bag. And then in the back, the very back pouch, I also have an unused bladder to store water if necessary. Alright, next bag. This is more of the camping gear bag. The reason I call it that is because it's just loaded with stuff that you would use in survival situations or camping situations. The number one reason I carry this type of supplies on me in this bag is because for my business, I can often find myself anywhere from an hour to 3 hours away from my home, in a different state even. And when it comes to driving, you know, a few hours to get home is not too bad. But if you ever had to walk, you're looking at a day, 24 to 48 hours getting home, maybe longer if the conditions are really bad. So having this type of supply on me, it's gonna help me. Alright, so my camera died, so we had to continue back at home, back into this bag. On the outside, what I have is a cheap pair of Barsica binoculars. Glass is clear enough, that's all I really need. And on the other side here, a 1500 milliliter bottle for water. And now we will get on the inside of the bag. Alright, moving into the front pouch. We have a way to start fire. It's just got some little tinder bricks and some waterproof stormproof matches, and a match strip, or a strike strip. If I can get that out. A cheap but decent enough full-length knife, little tang knife. Some more ponchos. Some writing utensils and a notepad. A mechanical flashlight. And a NOAA weather and emergency radio. These work decently enough for what you're going to need in a situation like this.
Saturday night, partly cloudy, lows in the mid-20s, south winds.
Check for alerts. And obviously right now there are no state, city, or national alerts. And at the bottom, just another little pocket knife. And another writing utensil. Alright, moving into the main compartment. We have a Stanley cup you use to boil water. Top is vented, and it comes with 2 plastic cups. Good for boiling water, making tea, instant coffee, or just making water potable. A very, very large rain poncho. I keep this in here not to wear, but to use as an emergency shelter to stay dry. You can make a good teepee shelter out of that. Some marine grade calories. So these are marine grade emergency food. It's going to be more stable for all weather conditions. It's one of the only foods you can actually keep in a vehicle and go through cold and hot temperatures. You've got plenty of calories to last several days. Alright, I guess we'll do that first. Just general life straw. Just a quick way to drink from a stream. I definitely don't recommend drinking from stagnant water out of one of these, but if you find a stream or a river, that's good. In here, in this dry bag, we have spare clothes. We have a pair of thermal bottoms, a thermal top, and 2 spares of full-size cotton socks, and a spare pair of underwear. One of the biggest things is going to be staying dry, and the worst thing you can do is have wet feet. So having a way to change socks and dry your wet socks is very important. Alright, move on to the next thing. A pair of frog togs, top and bottom. If you are in some torrential rains, this is a quick layer to throw on top of you. It is waterproof sealed, so it stays dry itself, but definitely a good top layer. And it's big enough to throw over coats and even winter pants. A somewhat non-lethal option. This is a baton. I guess I can strike it out, but a baton is a good way to defend yourself if need be. It's sort of like a last resort, last ditch option if you don't have a taser or a firearm or pepper spray, you can have this on your side. Alright, and a Nalgene bottle with 2 Sawyer mini filters and some potable aqua tablets, as well as some purging equipment for the filters. This is good for anytime you're going to need to really draw in some more water. But I don't know if you've noticed, but water is really one of the more forward things in the vehicle, including this gallon jug of water here. This on top of a 6-pack of individual bottles, as well as a single bottle in the captain chairs, the first rear sets. Water is going to be the most important. You're going to want to stay hydrated the best you can. And that's everything inside this pack. Alright, this last bag in here is less relevant to survival, but we are going to talk about it because I do keep it in my vehicle. This particular bag is brought in and out with me, so it's not left in the vehicle overnight anywhere. But we are going to talk about the bag as if I also have my my PDW with me. I didn't in this particular instance, but we are going to talk about what I carry with as far as rifles go. So this is my 7-inch 300 blackout. I do keep it with a suppressor. This is a 8-inch or something like that, GSL 30 cal suppressor. And then I keep with it 3 20-round magazines of ammunition. Sometimes I do more, sometimes I do less, it just depends, but this is what I typically carry with it. We've got supersonic rounds right here, which are SIG 125 grain supers, and then in these 2 magazines I keep Hornady Sub X 190 grain subsonic rounds, and I feel like that is adequate for getting home. I'm not going into battle with this thing, I'm just trying to avoid conflict, however maintaining a high level of defensibility, if that makes sense. So with that out of the way, we'll get into the actual contents of the bag. So what I keep in this bag is just a lot of my spare kit. You guys see it all the time in my videos. My videos is the same. It's the same kit I use in my videos. It's just my spare kit. Stuff that I don't use in a professional capacity. So in this, I keep my bump helmet. It's just a Team Wendy bump helmet. I keep a Generation 2 PVS-14 in here. That way, since I am bringing it on the road, if anything does get stolen, even though it's all insured, I'm less sad about it. It's not super expensive night vision, but it's night vision nonetheless. Sling for rifle, inner belt for my outer belt, holster is a Safariland. This particular holster is for my my M&P 2.0 metal with the Surefire X300. And then on this belt, I have another full round of supersonic 300 blackout, and then 2 spare mags for the M&P. I have it set up like this just because the M&P is what I typically run with me. In here, just a simple plate carrier. The plates are level 4 flexible rifle armor plates. They're extremely lightweight, and I like them a lot. And then here are 3 30-round mags of 300 Blackout, supers, and the tan one is subs. And then a balaclava in there, or if I felt like I needed to cover my face for whatever reason. Now this kit it's a little outlandish to think you'd ever need this, but you know, it's case dependent, and I want to be prepared for whatever might happen, since I am so far away from home at any given time. And that's just everything that's in there. I do have, you know, some auxiliary stuff on these out pouches, but it's really not necessary to get into. I got an IFAK here, and then just a tourniquet pouch here with a tourniquet in it. And I do feel like it's necessary to put a disclaimer in for this type of stuff. So the reason I say it's a lot less necessary for survival, because it's not necessary for disaster situations. But keeping in mind wanting to be prepared for any situation, it's a kit that you might find yourself wanting to have on hand. And again, I can be upwards of 5 hours away from my home, and that's a long hike if anything happened with my vehicle. So I'll get into those two outcomes a little more, because you might be thinking to yourself, oh man, you know, having all those bags with all that equipment is all well and good, but you're not going to carry 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bags on your back if you have to leave your vehicle. And you are 100% right. So it would be situationally dependent on the reason I'm leaving my vehicle, but you would equip and specifically load out what equipment you needed for that particular trip. The best outcome would be if a disaster or collapse happened and I was away from home, that I would be able to quickly, effectively, and safely travel from whatever location I'm at to my home with my vehicle. But in the unfortunate event that my vehicle goes down, or roads are impassable, or whatever may happen, my plan is to curate all of the equipment I have with me and pack it into my day pack. So this goes back to why another reason why this bag is so empty. You know, the main compartment is completely empty, and I've gamed this before. I can fit the majority of the necessary equipment into this bag and not overbear it. And in a situation where I felt defensive firearm measures were going to be necessary, I would definitely just wear my plate carrier. I would take off the placard and wear that plate carrier under my coat or under a jacket, and I would rock my helmet strapped to the side of this, and I'd be on my way. The goal would obviously be to stay out of sight, out of mind. But in the case of needing used equipment, I would still have it. And all of that camping equipment, it is what it is. We can call it survival equipment all we want, but it is camping equipment. That would come in handy for trying to stay, you know, off the beaten path, away from prying eyes, and still staying alive while traveling to my end destination, which is home. So that's my vehicle setup, boys and girls. You know, a agree with it or disagree with it, let me know down in the comments. And thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It's definitely going to help me grow this channel. Again, this is something I've been passionate about for a long time, and prepping and preparedness is something I've been passionate about for over a decade. You can never trust your local and federal government to help you when you need it, right when you need it. Help's always, minutes away, and sometimes you might need that help immediately. So I think being a prepared citizen is something that is paramount to survival when it's necessary. This is going to be the kickoff to a little mini-series that I'm going to do, and that is Prepared Citizen. So this will be episode 1, I suppose. YouTubing and content creation is still relatively new to me. I'm upgrading my equipment as fast as I can. One of the near future ones is a microphone, because I know audio is important. But I'd also like to upgrade my recording equipment as well. I'd like to get a Psionics Aurora to do some night vision filming. I typically use PVS 14, but the one I have is not good enough resolution to run videos, and I could use one of my dual tube setups, but it's super wonky. So more night vision shooting footage to come once that's all sorted out. But in the meantime, most of the night vision footage is going to be for reviews and equipment assessments. But thank you everyone for being a part of this with me. Once I reach 1,000 subscribers, I am going to do a pretty awesome giveaway. I'm not going to expose what that item is just yet, but it's going to be pretty sweet. So yeah, just stay tuned. I'll try to continue to ramp up the content, and so let me know what you want to see. I'm willing to curate my videos to those that watch and those that are interested. So if you're interested and you're looking for a specific form of content and you haven't seen it yet, just let me know, and I'll be sure to create it as fast as I can, guys. Anyways, thanks again.